We all have heroes. They often range from people we either see on TV, to sports figures, to teachers. But in most cases, they come from our own flesh and blood. As Oregon State running back Storm Woods prepares for his final season in the orange and black, it brings a moment where he can anticipate the influence of a new leader, reflect on his time in Corvallis, and most of all, honor a woman that has impacted him in more ways imaginable.
They got ripped, lacerated. Woods, Storm Woods, touchdown, Beavers.
If you were to ever take in an Oregon State football game or practice, it's not that hard to pick out Storm Woods from the sea of orange and black. Whether it's displaying his high energy or powering his way into the end zone, it's tough to deny the running back was one of the faces of not only Mike Riley's offense, but also the Beaver football program as a whole. Now, in his final year in Corvallis, the senior is looking to have a monstrous conclusion to his collegiate career due to his experience and the impact new head coach Gary Andersen has served.
He just pushed me, you know. He keeps pushing me. He understands that, you know, I'm a pretty good player, and he understands I could be a great player, you know, so he just keeps pushing me in everything he asks me to do. He doesn't allow me to ever feel mediocre, and I love that, you know, and I never do feel mediocre anyway, but when you have a head coach who's constantly in the back of your head or right there on the side of you reminding you you can't be mediocre, and you really have no choice. With the hire of Coach Andersen, you know, you have to be excited. You know, no hard feelings for Coach Riley. It's a business at the end of the day. But bringing in Coach Andersen was probably one of the best things to happen for us this year, and we definitely are going to run with it. You know, like you said earlier, his enthusiasm is contagious, and I think that's really what this team needed.
Like many who go through the same realization, heading into the final year of school has provided Storm to reflect on his time at OSU and how the experiences have allowed him to grow from a once 18-year-old arriving from Pflugerville, Texas, to a Maxwell Award watch list recipient.
You know, Oregon is a little slower than Texas, you know, so I definitely got to take a step back and definitely grow and analyze what people were doing in Texas and analyze my growth through every year with school, on the field, off the field, my family. And I definitely appreciate Oregon so much because this is giving me the ability to leave here and be able to take care of my family, you know, no matter what happens.
There's no question that family has played a vital role in Storm's life. If you were to look on Oregon State's roster, you would see the addition of bars to his name, a gesture to honor Faith, his mother.
I thought my senior year, what better way can I show my mother, my hero, how thankful I am for everything she's done for me. So what better way to add her last name? It was definitely me and my mom. You know, from a young age, I always remember me and my mom saying, it's us against the world, you know. She just definitely instilled in me early that I was going to be different. You know, when it came to before sports, she would hold me accountable in my grades so tough. And growing up, I'm like, Mom, come on, man. People get C's all the time, you know, and they still go ball. She was like, but are you everybody else? So from a young age, she just had me thinking different. She always wanted more out of her life, whether it be in schooling or working. So she worked multiple jobs to make sure I had the extra or make sure I had the necessities and everything. And just seeing that as I was younger, I really wasn't aware of it, but I was aware. I could see she was tired and working hard. So what other way, how could I pay her back, or how would this affect me growing up? Through my teenage years, I just became a hard worker. I just seen my mom out working everybody. I said, I have to be the same way.
But even halfway across the country, the influence of his mother still resonates with Storm, even on a daily basis.
Man, we talk about 5 times a day, 5 times a day at least. Yeah, impact definitely. You know, even though I'm a man and I'm gonna make my own decisions, you know, before I make that decision, that's what I'm calling. You know, what's up, Ma? You crazy if you don't love your mama. I think that's true. If you don't love your mother, you crazy. I love my mother unconditionally. Is it because I'm a single parent raised? Possibly, but I don't see it. If my father, or if I had a father figure or whatever, I definitely think me and my mother still be this close. That's just who I am. But yeah, you can say I'm a mama's boy.
Still remember the lessons my mama taught me. But now it's my turn to show you how far they brought me. How far they brought me.
But along with the high expectations for himself, the senior says there's a storm brewing around a new era of Beaver football, highlighted by one simple goal.
A national championship. I truly believe it. Everybody's bought in. I know what Coach Andersen wants to do, and I know what I want to do. And we won a national championship.